Hey guys, Mr. Technology Nerd here, and today we'll be reviewing the HTC One from HTC. So this is the silver edition. There's also a black one too, and this is the Sprint 4G LTE version also. So let's just pretty much get situated with the device. So as you can see, it's the aluminum unibody. It's a very nice structure. It's a heavy phone actually. Not like the S4. The S4 is totally made out of plastic. This is all aluminum all around, and you can see it looks so nice. Of course, it has those two bezels on top for the speakers, which we will get into. So let's just look around the device. This is aluminum, I believe. The rocker, volume rocker. On the top, we have the IR blaster and your headphone jack. Nothing on this side besides the SIM slot right there, because this is an international phone, and we have a micro SD port on the bottom. So this right here sports a 4.7-inch Full HD 1080p screen with a Qualcomm Snapdragon quad-core processor, which clocks in at 1.7 gigahertz. So it's a pretty speedy phone. The battery life is, it's a removable battery, but battery life is amazing. I've been able to get 13 hours out of it for most of the days, and I believe it is a 2,300 milliamp per hour battery. So it is smaller than the S4, which I believe had a 2,600 milliamp per hour battery, but since it doesn't have as much bloatware as the S4, it actually is able to maintain its battery life. So on the back we have the HTC Ultra Pixel camera. So HTC is saying it uses bigger pixels, is 4 ultra pixels, uses bigger pixels than megapixels, and it does show that the quality is amazing. It's actually comparable to the S4 also, because that has a 13 megapixel camera, but the photos come out pretty much the same. On the front we have a 2.1 megapixel camera, and that's a regular megapixel, not the ultra pixel, so just a standard megapixel. We have your sensors right here. Over here we have the speakers, and same thing with down there. The speakers with the HTC boom sound. So the speakers in the front, they really sound amazing. So let's just go ahead and turn this on. As you can see, the beautiful screen. Power saver is not on right now, so the screen looks great. The 1080p Full HD screen. It's snappy, really snappy phone. I've never had lag on it with anything at all. This right now is using Sprint 4G LTE. Actually, right now it's over Wi-Fi, so not to say Sprint, but this is a Sprint phone over here. But as you can see, not laggy at all. We have your standard buttons at the bottom. We have your back button and home button. There is no menu button. That is built into the apps. So as you can see, great speed, fast. But what I really want to talk about is this phone right here, the main aspect of this phone, and that's the speakers, the front-facing speakers, which you don't see on many phones. Most of them have it on the back, but this one has it right here on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just find something off YouTube to play. So let's see, we'll do a music video. Actually, you know what? I'll grab it off of Music Unlimited, so it'll be a little more higher quality than YouTube, and it'll hopefully load faster. Just to try to get that sound out there. Let's blast those speakers. And over here it sounds really loud actually, and sounds really clear. Just to show you how loud it is, actually, most people have been doing is they go on a busy street, and I did that in downtown Boston, still play the music, and people around me were still able to hear it. And the speakers are just loud. The bass on it is amazing. It's using the Beats audio encoder. As you see, that little logo pops up right there in the corner. So, speakers are really amazing. Just gonna go ahead and exit out of that. Close out that. Of course, you have all the Android 4.1.2. 4.1.2 on the stock. Well, the stock Sprint anyways, depending on which phone, on which carrier you have, it might be different, but all Android right here. You have Google Now, search right there, of course. All your standard apps. It comes with some certain HTC apps also, such as HTC Mobile Guide and all that stuff, but personally I did not sign up to that because I try to get rid of as much bloatware as possible. So just to give you a hint of how the battery life is, I mean, I've only been using it for, well, I just plugged it into my computer for 5 seconds, so that's probably why it says 19 minutes. But this thing does go, this has been since this morning. Right now it is 5:02, as you can see right there. It has been on since 10 off the charger, and it's still at 73%, and I just plugged it in for 5 seconds just to transfer photos, but other than that, 73%, not bad. And even if it does use more power than necessary, you can always use the power saver, which is a great feature. It actually saves a lot of power, dims the screen, lowers the clock speed of the actual device. So next thing we're going to talk about is the camera. So we're going to go ahead and pop up the camera right now. Not that we're going to take photos of the floor, but here's the camera. So you have 4 ultra pixels at 4:3 aspect ratio. You can also have 16:9, but it won't be that full res photo that you want. Video quality is 1080p, of course. You can set certain settings, auto upload, do your panorama, trying to find the image quality. But you can also do something called the Zoe, which I personally don't like. It's like a 6-second video, kind of like a Vine. It's like a 6-second video, but when you try to upload it to your computer, it compiles it as all photos. So there's like 40 photos, even though you tried to make a short video. You have your NFC chip on the back, of course, not visible here, of course. This is a very non-repairable phone. But yeah, it's all, you can't take out the battery, you can't take it off the back. This is the 32 gig model, by the way. 32 gigs of storage. You can also get the 64, whichever one you please. Let me just show you an example of a photo that I believe I have, some camera shots. Just trying to find a good one. So I was recently on vacation. So I took a couple photos of just some grassland. This is in Oklahoma, but so as you can see, the photo comes out clear, the nice blue sky. It actually has a very nice, the green, the colors are great in the photo in that 4:3 aspect ratio. This one, I took the opposite direction. They all taken with the HTC One from plane. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the camera. Really wish I took my usuals. Usually I take photos. Here's an engine of a car. I usually take my photos right down here, down by where I live, next to the airport, and I usually take plane photos, but I've not done that with this phone. So pretty much this phone is pretty amazing. I love the nice quality of it. That's one of the things definitely that's nice about it. The quality, the totally aluminum unibody. But that does make it kind of durable to scratches. I mean, not durable to scratches. The back could get scratched very easily considering this aluminum. You know, you got to treat it like you would like a nice piece of Apple equipment, kind of something like that. But I would say that this is one of the most nicely built phones that you can get with Android OS. So definitely worth it. It's not too expensive. It's actually cheaper than the S4. I got it from Wirefly, this phone right here. And it is my phone that I use daily. And I'm pretty happy with it for right now. I'm actually going to talk about one more thing before I forget, the IR blaster. So similar to the S4, which I've explained in the S4 video, you can control your TV and your entertainment system just by this IR blaster by using a remote control and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. It works out great. It pretty much gets the codes for all the TV. I have a Magnavox TV, so imagine how hard that must be to find a code for it. But no, it did find it. It treats it as a Philips TV, but it did find it, and everything does work on it. It has this great guide depending on the area where you live. This is for Xfinity over here in Boston. So it sets up the guide, and it'll tell you what's on, and you can go find it. So it's pretty interesting. But that's definitely something I wanted to point out, that most new phones now are having these IR blasters, and it's pretty cool because you don't have to get a remote anymore. You have a Harmony, like a Logitech Harmony, right in your hand already, sitting in your pocket all day. So guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos. We're also going to be hopefully having the Kobo review this week too, for that Kobo e-reader, the Kobo Aura. So be sure to check that out. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.